Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon, so you never miss any new updates, cause whenever we upload new video you will get a notification on your phone.
I'm going to try to inject a signal to this board and see how it will behave. So here we go. I already connected the power, and now let's try to power it on. And I have to mention, when you power these things on, no matter what you do, you have to use a variac just to limit the current and just to make sure that if something would explode, you will get a heads up just to turn off the power before something short and blew up. So let me just switch on the power. Okay, now we're rolling. This is the control knobs for the effect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everything seems to be working. Of course, I'm not going to test the power. I already tested the power earlier. Now I'm going to I already inject the signal through the tape to the tape input in here, and now I'm going to boost up the volume and see what happens. Okay, we're already getting a signal. Oh my god, this volume knob, it's broken, as you can see. No effect whatsoever. So let me pause this video and move and see the labels on which controls what, and we will proceed from there. This is the control plate. As you can see, right and left are these two, and of course right and left control these two LEDs. These are for the mono A, mono B. So the main left and right, I believe these two, and these two LEDs are for the left and right, as you can see. So that's not a good sign. So I believe there is a problem, the lackage of muting. This is a very good indication that there is a problem with this controller over here, or this VR resistor over here. However, this VR resistor seems to be working and working fine. So I'm going to get and this thing have a phono amplifier in it, built in it. I believe, as we saw, these are the jacks that feed the signal out of this jack over here. So I'm going to bring my headphones in here and try to see if there is a signal in the output of this unit. So I already connected my phono jack. My jack's over here. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me boost up the volume a little bit. Okay, the pots are they a little bit dirty? Oh yeah. So I believe the amplifier is working fine, and now I'm going to test if there is a signal coming out out of the out of this board over here to the jack that feed the amplifier, this guy over here. So I'm going to get my amplifier, my testing amplifier, and connect the signal from here to this jack to the input of that amplifier, and see how it will behave. So this is my amplifier, and I hook the two input leads to a RCA cables, and I made this little adapter in order so I can tap into the signal. As you can see, or as you heard, it's humming because I already turned it on. And by testing and viewing the schematic, the white wire is a signal. I don't know if it is left or right, and the green wire, it's a signal. The black wire, this guy over here, is ground. So according to the schematic and to the circuit, this is how I should get a signal. Now let's turn it on and see if it will produce any sound. And now I'm going to turn down the first one and the second one. This one, as we saw earlier, it did not produce much control, but we will see and test it further. Let's flip the switch. Okay, select the music from the beginning because we don't want to get any copyright, and push up the volume, and we're not getting any. Of course, this is not. Let's try the so this first one, the green one, is the right channel, as we can see. Yeah, and let's try the equalizer. Oh yeah, this channel is working fine actually. Let me pause this video and switch to the other channel and see how it will behave. I doubt it will behave the same thing as this one, but we can get a view where we are going. This spot is dirty. Yeah. And this is the other channel. As you can see, it's like a tone. It's acting like it is a tone VR. Yeah. So both of these journals are working fine. I believe the pots are damages, and this means I have to remove this entire board again, and I'm going this time to change these two pots. I'm not going to leave this suspicious pot and for the time to malfunction again, but because it's crucial that you have a good voice control, or the amplifier will suffer. Let me test the other channels as I am connecting. Let me test the other channel and see if there is also a broken VR. This is the front control labeling. As you can see, you can inject it with high Z or pitch. This is for the mic input, so I'm going to inject it with the pitch, I believe so, or with the high Z. Let's try it on and see what happens. So I tested the before I connect any power and connect this jack over here. I tested the continuity of the chips, as you can see, and I remove these two because these two they made kind of a short, so I don't know which one is the one it shorted, but I remove the three IC in this channel over here. So I'm going to turn on the power for the first time after I connected the power to all of the channels, the input, the 16 channels, and see how it goes. This is my other workbench, my new lab, and I think I have to confirm that there is no distortion in the human ear cannot pick up. So I decided to use my scope with my frequency generator, and I decided to inject a sine wave with all the VR controls are down, just to confirm that this unit is working fine. I don't want to have to disassemble it again, and I also may have to test these in the process. So I'm going to hook my frequency generator and adjust it to 1 kilohertz sine wave and inject it to these terminals and test my and connect my new oscilloscope to the output channels and see how the sine wave will behave. So here is my wave generator, and let me show you how I set it. This is the Fieldtech, the 3224 series. This is capable of generating up to 24 megahertz. So I selected in main channel the MF frequency of 1000 hertz and an amplitude of 5 volts, and on secondary channel I also choose the same frequency and the same amplitude, and I connected them through the clips, the alligator clips, to the RCA jacks, and I also connected my scope. Okay. And I also connected my scope to the output directly of the signal. And this is my scope. Let me just release the camera wire because it got tangled a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I set my scope, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see it because of the camera glare, and let me boost up the intensity a little bit. Okay, here we go. I set my scope to the 15 millivolts per division, both of them, and let's see how it goes. Okay, let's turn on the device. Okay, everything is okay. Let me adjust the volume. Okay. No. Okay. The equalizer in this test is at minimum. All the VR resistors or controllers are at minimum side. And let's see the scope. Voila. And if I increase the input, voila, no distortion whatsoever. Let's try the manipulating with the equalizer. This is the left channel, and by the way, let's see the left, if we can, of course the bass. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, wow, the amplitude, it's wow, and I have to say it's increased it dramatically when you boost up the equalizer pots. And let's go to the next one, to the next channel. And they're the same. Yeah. If there is a small distortion, I can't see it. It's really, really good actually. Yeah. And the signal, it's at the lowest. So when you boost up the parts of the equalizer, you don't need to boost up the input signal at the highest. So this is a good sign. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to test the input of the connect this jumper over here, or this cable over here, dip cable, in order so I can test each one of these 16 channel and see if there is a distortion in any of them. I don't expect to see a problem with these, but we will see if there is, beside the two ICs, they were shorted here in this line over here. But I believe, and my guess is, the VR resistors, they are damaged. So let me hook a cable in order so I can inject a signal through these 6.5 jacks and see how we can proceed from here. And this is the jack. It's basically an adapter jack. It converts the RCA cable to 6.5 jack. And let's inject a signal. Of course, both of these, it's a mono signal, but it will be converted to both stereo signal. So yeah, let me just switch off the power and install this jack over here. Jack has been installed, as you can see, and now let's try to power it up and see what happens. Oh well, we're getting a full signal, and these two VR pods, they are also gone. So oh my god, all of these three are gone. Yeah, so let's check the scope. No signal to the scope. And why is that? Let me check the signal. Oh, we started getting a signal once I remove the jack. It's halfway in. So what's up with that? Is this jack, it's broken? Let me check the other one. The other one is the same. Yeah. And the third one also the same. Check the scope. If I just unplug it halfway, still connected but halfway out, I can get a clear signal. So either there is a broken connection with all of these jacks, or they should be using a stereo jack. Let me get a stereo jack 6.5 and directly connect it and see what happens. So I get a 6.5 stereo jack and I connect it as so. I don't know if you can see it, but if I zoom in a little bit, yeah, this is the ground and this is the tip lead. So yeah, let me zoom out a little bit. Let's check the scope. Oh yeah, the signal, it's there, but it's like crummy though. So let me switch the signal, switch the lead to the another one. Oh yeah, much more better signal. And even nicer as well. Yeah, so this jack is using a 6.5 jack and male jack, and it is stereo type, not a mono type. So let me pull this from this here and try the another one. Oh wow, let me boost up the volume. Oh yeah, and even this VR resistor, this control pod, it's here and it's scratchy and doesn't control very well. As you can see, no muting. Oh my god. So let me boost up all of them and check the lines and see what happens. Okay. So this one is okay, and if I fiddle around with this one, this control key, it's basically a pin or balance. Each factory has a name for it. Yeah, look at the way it controls. It's not really half in the middle, and of course in the oscilloscope you can see the signal very clearly. So okay, this one is okay. Let me check another one, and this is also, yeah, fine, fine. Okay, let me just, also fine. Okay, fine. And this is the line that I removed the IC. It was previously shorted. Okay. This line does not produce nothing. Not a single control. Yeah. And why is that? Yeah, oh yeah, because the IC, okay. Yeah. Fine. Also fine. This jack does not produce anything either. Don't know why. Oh yeah, the VR resistor, yeah. It's dirty. So, yeah. And this is the other one. And this is the VR, doesn't produce any sound whatsoever. And if I wiggle the VR resistor, nothing. So yeah, and this is also the same. The VR, it's kind of work, yeah. And this is the first one. So all in all of them are working fine. Let me get a replacement for these 3 ICs and test this device further. So here we go. I installed the 3 ICs, and they are exactly the same brand. And let me turn it on. Oh yeah. Okay. And let me check. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Amplifier of this channel, it's a little bit low, but I believe it's from the bot. Okay. A little bit in the low side, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They're all the same, except this one. Yeah. Yeah. I will have to investigate this. This thing is a little bit further. Yeah. But all the controls are working fine. And by doing so, let me confirm it. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, it is working fine. I believe it's a volume issue. Yeah, it's a volume issue. Yeah, so yeah, so I believe this took care of it. Let me clean. I will determine the fate of this channel over here when I disassemble the entire thing. So what I'm going to do next, after I've confirmed that all the channels are working fine, I will have to remove all of these board and remove all of these VR resistors and determine if the one it is cannot be repairable, it should be replaced, and the repairable one I will clean it up and then install it. And one thing I have to investigate this before I uh, proceed with this process or in fixing this device. I want to test if there is a continuity between the metal, the metal or the ground, and the body of the unit. And this is my DMM, and I'm connecting one lead. I put it on buzzer mode into the chassis, and the other one is here. As you can see, it buzzed. So yeah. Oh, this is one of the creepiest design that I ever encountered with. And why in the name of God they did not ground the lead of this? Oh my God, not a single one is connected. This one is connected, but this one is in the main control unit. So is this is the only ground that's exposed, and this one is also maybe, and this one is also, this one, these two are not. This device has the poorest ground that I ever, and the weirdest ground that I ever encountered. So these two, by tightening up the screw, the plastic screws, the plastic nuts, the metal indicator or the metal cover should make a contact with this and distribute the ground to all of the plugs. And what an idiot design this thing is. Oh my God. I will have to address this issue when I remove these board. I will probably put a wire in the other side of the circuit in order to get to connect the ground in all of these. So yeah, nothing, not a single beep of the buzzer in the DMM, except in these, and even these, as you can see, nothing. This is okay, nothing. What a stupid design this thing is. This thing have. Okay, So this is weird, actually, very weird. Two plugs, they will distribute the ground to the entire chassis. So yeah. And the chassis, it's also connected to the screws. Yes, I know that, but come on. If this thing with the nut got loose in any way, it would not have a ground. Let me check the continuity between... Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry about that. They are connected, yeah. Yeah, they are connected, so. Okay. This thing, it's not serviceable friendly when you open when you remove the cover. So, yeah. No, this one, oh, this one is okay. So, after that has been mentioned, I have to say that the signal is now okay, and the respond of all the VR, it's okay. I will have to remove all of these and address the issues with the LED with X on them, as you can see, and this and I'm done.